Fire it up.
There we go.
Are we on? We're back on the air. We're back on the air. All right. Is it when, like, okay, do the exercise thing. I'll show you what it's doing.
Oh, God.
Okay. So this morning, big thank you to our sponsor, Train Like Heroes. Should I start the whole thing? Let's start all over again. Welcome to the Edge's Facebook page's #1 show at this particular time. 3 to 5 things I didn't have time to talk about today. I'm your host, Fred Kennedy. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, Train Like Heroes. It's a very hot day, and today we're working out there, and we're doing like this exercise. So watch. Watch me with the tripod, okay? And I was going, so you're like this, and then you have to jump up and like, it's like a mountain climber and touch your elbows, and then come back down and do a push-up. And so you're jumping back and forth like that, and I was also doing like these like butterfly, like flutter kick things, and I was sweating so much that when I was doing the mountain climber and jumped back with my feet, I slipped on my own sweat on the floor. And you too can have that wonderful experience at Train Like Heroes, 400 Monarch Avenue, Ajax. Are we still on the air?
Yes.
Okay, good. You keep making this exhausted face.
I'm exhausted.
Okay, all right. So let's get into things. First of all, let me have a sip here. That's delicious. Aziz Ansari has decided that he is giving up on the internet. He quit the internet, and apparently, since he quit the internet, his life has become a lot better, a lot more fulfilled, and he's getting a lot more things done with his time. Now, here's what he says. He says that when you go on the internet, you sort of just become addicted to the things that you're posting on the internet. You become addicted not to getting information, but to getting information first. It's like something that you need to do all the time. And since then, since his lack of social media, basically he's saying that we're all really addicted to social media. We're like heroin junkies when it comes to getting information and getting information first. And he's not wrong. There's actually a study that was done saying that people are spending more time on social media. There's a whole breakdown about everything, but they really focus on Instagram. For instance, out of the average 250 million daily users, people spent around 24 minutes a day last year. This year, they're spending 32 minutes a day, which means we're getting even more addicted to things on social media. He's right, though. It's this obsession with having information first, knowing it first, seeing it first, getting likes. It actually does. Why are you making? You're making an expression. It's like this expression on not your expression. It's like this addiction to like feeling loved and liked. And like when you post a photo, and I'm not any different. Like yesterday's 3 to 5 things video got like, I think just shy of 5,000 people watched it. It was like 4,800. And the day before, it got like 4,200. And I remember being like, only 4,200 people viewed it? Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh my God. It's like an obsession, I swear. If I didn't have to do any like social media stuff for my job, I would never go on it at all. Because I'd rather just hang out with people and talk with them face to face than get this barrage of information thrown at me every single day, which adds nothing to my day. Except for this particular video series, which I'm sure we can all agree is really informative and really great. Let's talk about the big ol' HBO hack. I thought what had happened when HBO was hacked was that people were actually just looking for things involving Game of Thrones. That's all they wanted. They wanted Game of Thrones-based information, like scripts, screenplays, pictures, set design stuff, all these things. They just wanted to get it out there and get it out there first. But that's not actually what happened. This was like a massive group of hackers that were all getting in there, attacking from various points of access. I don't know what that means, but I read it in an article from the Hollywood Reporter. So, I'm assuming what it means is you've got a lot of different hackers in different locations trying to get in via different routes. I don't know, on-ramps, how the internet works. We've all seen Tron. Let's imagine HBO's computer like the city in Tron. And there's like different highways in. Is the data cars or motorcycles? We don't know. It's a line from Tron, by the way. But they're trying to get into the data city at HBO, and they end up getting 1.2 terabytes of information. Now, we all remember the Sony hack that happened like last year or 2 years ago. That was sparked by the movie The Interview being released and North Korea not wanting it released because they felt it didn't make them look very good. They released all kinds of emails. They released all kinds of financial information, all that stuff. That leak was just 200 gigs of data. That's all they got stolen. It was 200 gigs worth of data. The one from HBO was 1.2 terabytes of information. So they're thinking that actual episodes of Game of Thrones got stolen, financial records, emails, data charts, projects being approved, all kinds of backdoor stuff getting out there. I'm really intrigued to see what the fallout from this will be, because remember all the scandals that followed the Sony thing? Makes you wonder, like, why don't you just keep stuff that's super crucial just off of the internet connected computer? There's a comic book creator I know. He's an artist. He's a cover artist, and he does these massive, like, painted types of images. He predominantly just does covers, and he actually has a hard drive that he has, like, a computer that does all of the art on. He has that computer not even connected to the internet. And then he uploads all that art into a hard drive. And then when he's trying to email art or something, he takes it on a separate thumb drive and goes to another computer to email it. Because he's so paranoid about somebody breaking into his computer. But here's the thing. He's never going to get broken into because all the crucial stuff that he has is on a computer that's not even connected to the internet. But I am kind of keen to see if there is going to be any real big leaks about Game of Thrones. This is kind of like I'm doing a sociological experiment on myself. Will I actually watch episodes of Game of Thrones if they get leaked onto the internet? Will I? I want to say I won't. I want to. But I also know I'm a very weak, fragile little man. And what'll end up happening is I'll be like going on to the internet, hum-de-dum-de-dum, doing prep for my show, do-do-do-do-do-do. And I'll stumble across some spoiler from the show, and inevitably I'll just have to sit down and watch the whole thing. That's what's going to happen. I hope it doesn't happen. Part of me wonders if, like, to counter this, HBO is going to release fake episodes of it, you know? We'll have to wait and see. It's just a very interesting thing to see what's going on. Speaking of royalty, the Queen likes to get liquored. She's drinking in excess of 4 drinks a day. She normally has a cocktail at breakfast, a gin-based cocktail with breakfast every day of the week. She says on a light day she's having 4 drinks a day, sometimes in excess of 7 or 8. I'm not saying she's getting like Jersey Shore wasted or anything like that, but it makes me feel good. And why it makes me feel good is because I like to have a drink every day of the week. And I do. Not a lot of drinks. A drink. Like every day. Like I get home. I put the kids to bed. The wife and I get to like hang out and talk with each other. How was your day? Oh, it was really fun. This happened. How was your day? Oh, this was really fun. This happened. Well, she has a glass of wine and I have like a beer or something. And we sit down and we talk. Is that bad? I don't think it's bad. I think it's great. I love beer. Beer's fantastic. It's wonderful. People have been drinking beer for thousands of years. But when I went to the doctor, we just got a new family doctor. And so the doctor's asking you all kinds of questions. And oh my God. So she's sitting there at her little computer. So, how many drinks a week do you have? Oh, I have like 1 a day. So 7? You have 7 drinks a week? Yeah. Okay. And it's like, that's not bad. The French drink like 14 a week. And they live forever. When is the last time you heard about a French person dying? Huh? Exactly. I rest my case. Moving along. This is a great story. Okay? Being nice to people will make you happier. Legitimately. Just being nice to people. This was a study that was done in the United States by a bunch of psychology students from California, and they noticed that they talked to people and they said just go about your regular day. At the end of the day, rate your happiness. and across the board when they told people to go in and just be nice to everyone. And I'm not saying you got to go up and give everybody a hug, but just do a little thing for somebody out there to make their day better. You know what I get excited about? You know what? I'm serious. I believe in this study, and here's why I believe in it. Because this happens like once a month at the GO station for me. I'll be at the GO station, and I'll be going up the stairs to get my train, and there'll be like an old lady or somebody with a physical disability trying to get up holding a bag or something like that. I always take the bag and give it back to them later. I want to emphasize, I give them the bag back after we get to the top of the stairs. I don't just run away with it. I take the bag and I help them up the stairs. I give it to them. And I'm serious, like it feels good to be nice to people. It really does. And it makes you happy and it'll make your day better. Like everybody's dealing with their own shit, man. Everyone's got their own shit they're dealing with. There's no reason for you to just add to it. Just be nice to people. Be nice. For instance, I'm going to do something nice for you right now. Look at that. Kitties. It's true. It's proven. Looking at kittens on the internet puts people in a good mood. So let's just have a second. Look at those kitties. That nice? Make you feel better? You feeling better? I'm doing that for you. So I'm trying to feel good about myself by giving you kitties. But let's move on to something that also has been proven to put people in a better mood and significantly lower men's blood pressure. Boobies. Boobies. Let's talk about boobies. Why am I talking about? I love them. I think they're great. I don't sit there and argue them and get all creepy about them or anything, though. But I think they're fantastic. I will say this. I'm a little bit embarrassed that we've got a picture of Christina Hendricks and we're just talking about boobs because she's also a fantastic actor. See the movie Drive? She's great in Drive. Or Driver? Is it Drive? Drive. Driver.
Is she in Drive?
Driver. She's in Driver. Driver. That's what she's in. Driver. With Ryan Reynolds? Ryan Gosling?
I think it's
Drive?
Drive.
Whatever. The movie where Ryan Gosling is driving the car and he's really good. He's like, I'll give you 5 minutes. I got no guns. She's great in that. She was amazing in Mad Men as well. But breasts, okay? Breasts are apparently back in fashion. This was sparked by an article in the New York Post. Rihanna appeared on the red carpet at a big film event, and apparently showing off cleavage is becoming quite on vogue as of late. And now, and this was the headline, boobs are back in. If you liked boobs, they were never out. Ever. Ever. If you didn't like boobs, they'll never be in. That's the thing. Everybody's got their own thing. Like beards. Beards. Oh, I need a guy who's 6'2" and has tattoos and beards. That's what I want. Beards are so great. Oh my God. Ugh. My wife doesn't like beards. She thinks beards make guys look gross. She doesn't like them at all. Doesn't matter if they're in. She doesn't like them. If you don't like something, it's never in. We've all got our things that we like. There's nothing wrong with that. That's my fetish. We've all got something that turns us on. That's our thing. I like boobies. I think they're fantastic. I think they're wonderful. If it wasn't for breasts, humanity would have died out. We'd have all been dead because we used them to feed youngs for babies for millennia. We still do, actually. I like them. Not everybody does. Some guys like feet. For instance, my good friend Mel Mariani from the Edge's Morning Show is featured on a foot fetish Instagram account. Some people like feet, okay? You're never going to see an article being like, guess what? Feet are back in. Well, nah, not really. Can't say I've ever gone, oh, check out the toes on that one. No, it's not a thing. But for some people, that's all they can think about. I would bet that there are feet masks that people wear when they're having physical relations with each other because that's what they're into. Be yourself, like what you like, get aroused by what arouses you, as long as it's not hurting anybody else, and be nice to people, and eat your vegetables. And don't leave the radio station turned off so we get dead air. That's another key lesson that we learned a few minutes ago that I did. There we go. Let's finish on that one.